So, in the movie world, or film world, Hollywood, whatever you want to call it, the third movie in a series is usually. It doesn't have the best track record. There are plenty of examples where the third movie in a series is maybe the worst. Such examples are Return of the Jedi and the original Star Wars trilogy, then Back to the Future 3, Matrix Revolutions, Alien 3. All of these movies have one thing in common, and that is that they're the third movie in their series, and yet they are regarded as among the worst, or at the beginning of the downfall of those series. And well, for Lethal Weapon 3, is that the case? Unfortunately, I say it is. Lethal Weapon 3 is my least favorite out of all the movies. Directed by Richard Donner, Lethal Weapon 3 was released on May 15th of 1992 and was met with mixed reactions to say the least. So now with what Lethal Weapon 3 is about, Roger Murtaugh and Martin Riggs are assigned to internal affairs, and when they start to research their own police department, they start to realize that there is someone selling weapons on the black market, and it's by one of their own policemen whose name is Jack Travis. Jack Travis is the main villain, and I have one problem with him. He sucks. He is a completely disposable villain that isn't worth anything to the movie. He honestly is the worst villain by far out of the series. And that's the problem with this movie, is that since because of the fact most of the plot is focused around him and with how bad he is, this movie is kind of boring to watch. And while it doesn't help out with the quality when you have a subpar love interest to Martin Riggs that isn't that interesting until the fourth movie. Here she's just kind of, there, and she's not as interesting as the love interest from the second movie. Well, even though because of the fact those two characters suck, does that mean the movie's bad? No, because we do actually have some legitimately good moments in this movie. Even though we got Leo Getz back who has some really funny moments, it's not enough to save the film. And we also got the excellent chemistry between Riggs and Murtaugh, but it can't save Lethal Weapon 3 with all its flaws. That's why I'm going to give Lethal Weapon 3 a 5 out of 10. So now with Lethal Weapon 4, since because of the fact Lethal Weapon 3 made a lot of money, there had to be a fourth movie. Richard Donner returns one last time to direct the fourth and final Lethal Weapon movie, which was released on July 10th of 1998 and was also met with mixed reactions. But unlike Lethal Weapon 3, whereas I don't like it, I actually do really enjoy the fourth movie. And well, one of the main reasons why I like this movie more than the third one is because of the fact we have Jet Li as the main villain. He spices things up because of the fact he knows martial arts and our main heroes have a hard time taking him down. Not only that, we got Chris Rock who plays the love interest of Murtaugh's oldest daughter, which also creates a new dynamic between him and his daughter and, this guy. So with new characters abroad, we have returning characters, like we have Lorna from Lethal Weapon 3, and is she any better? Well, the simple answer is yes. Lorna is a better character in Lethal Weapon 4 than herself in Lethal Weapon 3. And the main reason why is because, she's pregnant and she wants to start a family with Riggs. She wants to get married. And with all of these wants and needs, it's basic human wants and needs. And, we understand it. Therefore, we connect to her more as a character. And with her character wanting to start a family, it basically represents the main theme of the movie, which is family. Murtaugh's talking about retiring, and so is Riggs, because of the fact Lorna wants a child. And then the movie just has this all-around good vibe. It has a great feel to it. It has a happy feel to it. Even with the ending being really scary at times, it has a very happy feeling, a feeling of family. To end this review out on a high note, I'm going to give Lethal Weapon 4 an 8.5 out of 10. Well, there you have it. We just went through Lethal Weapons 1 through 4, which they are my favorite buddy cop movies. Maybe Beverly Hills Cop makes a close second. And, I just gotta say, man, I love these movies. And I always will. Maybe except for the third. I love them. Well, I hope all of you guys have a great rest of your day or a great rest of your night, whatever time you're watching this, and, see you next time.